What's up? MKBHD here. I've been using these antidepressants for about a month now, and these are some of my first impressions. So Pfizer dropped this contribution to the tablet market a couple days ago, and immediately from the box we can see that they've opted for a flat design for their GUI, similar to iOS and Windows 10. They've used quite a striking blue and pink color scheme, which is nice, but it's not quite matte black. This is the 50mg version, which is the baseline model. For a little extra, you can get the Pro Max version, which comes in at 100mg. Unboxing it, we get the products, of course, the instruction manual, no warranty included by the way, and like we've seen over the last year with Apple and Samsung on their phones, no charging brick is provided either. But aside from that, the main thing that confused me before receiving this was that somehow there are 28 tablets inside this box. Now, if you think about the original tablet, the iPad, it had a screen size of 9.7 inches when it first dropped. So how Pfizer were gonna fit 28 tablets inside a box this small, I didn't understand. But looking inside the box, we can see how they resolved this. Each tablet is actually insanely small. We're talking not just smaller than the iPad, we're talking even smaller than the iPad mini. When we put these tablets back into their case, make sure to buy your cases from D brand by the way, we can see that they're still about as thin as most of the flagship phones this year. They also seem to pass the drop test with flying colors, but clearly a lot of sacrifices had to be made to get to this point. There is no headphone jack, which to be fair is pretty normal these days, but these tablets really struggle when we look at their basic components because there seems to be no OLED display, and in fact, no display at all. There's no camera, front or back. And at this point, I started to get pretty worried about how these tablets are gonna compete for market share alongside the likes of the iPad, the Galaxy Tab, and so on. And that's when I learned I had to actually put these tablets in my mouth. Even though there seemed to be no IP68 water resistant certification, this really didn't make any sense to me. But I did bite the bullet and I put these tablets into my mouth for a few days, and actually things started to click for me. Somehow, even though there is no OLED display, no camera, no 5G, no headphone jack, none of any of the features you'd expect to see in a good flagship tablet in 2021. I was actually feeling a little happier. I started to think about my life. Maybe it isn't the ultimate smartphone, the ultimate laptop that I've been looking for. Marques, that sounds like some really honest self-reflection to come out of your experience. It seems like the SSRIs have been making a difference for you. Maybe I've been using all of this tech to compensate for something else, something missing. I mean, who has 500 gigabytes of RAM installed in their computer, if not to compensate for something else? What do you think I should do now? Well, have you ever considered Ultimate Frisbee? Sorry, what? I review tech products for a living. I don't know if you got that. You might have seen them, MKBHD.